Welcome back to GiantMonsterGames. My name is Adrian, and we're playing some Izzet Pyromancer today. This opening hand it's keepable. It's not amazing, but it's keepable. The big thing is we can always Faithful Suiting. We're also on the draw. I feel like we're always on the draw. I feel like I always say that. So yeah, I think what we're going to do... Ooh, mirror match. No, except now it's white. Not mirror match. It might be burn. Definitely not burn. What are we playing against? What are we playing against? I think we might be playing against Mardu Pyromancer, which is kind of a mirror match. Kind of. It is not. It is something else. I have no clue what we're playing against. Who has Nicobolus in their main deck? We're about to find out, I guess. I think we run down Island Delver. Yes. Fumarole would be rad. Delicious pastries is what I'm trying to say here. Would be an amazing card to run down first. Because it comes in tapped, we kind of like don't really lose a turn. But I think because we have enough mana, we might as well... Also, we drew a mountain, which is stupid. Which I thought we were going to run down untapped mana, run out threats, do that thing. And realistically, he might just bolt or path or push this guy away. Or he's going to Goryo's Vengeance, Nicobolus. That's who's doing it. It's a Reanimator deck. It's Mardu Reanimator. New style. Wow. Didn't even have a chance to counter that. Negate would have been awesome if we would have been able to deal with it. Okay, so it is at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Nicobolus unless you pay 3, so he's going to have to pay a bunch of mana. Whenever it deals damage to an opponent, that player discards their hand. Remember that time I discarded my hand? It's right now. So there goes my hand. Yes. That's super evil. Funny as heck and super evil. Wow. That's amazing. Well, we're off our game. What do we do now? How does this work for us? Do we see something on top of our library? It is not. It is a young Pyromancer. We don't reveal it. We can't even play it. I'll swing for one. This is the thing. This is the thing. Let's see how I come back from this. I'm not really sure at this point how I come back from this. I didn't even, when I saw that, when I saw Nicobolus, I bet half of you guys were like, oh yeah, Nicobolus Adrian's going to make you just wreck your life. Because I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that they're probably playing a Goryo's Vengeance like Reanimator deck. Didn't even think about it because you don't ever see them. You don't ever see them running around. So, I mean, I'm very happy to see a Goryo's Vengeance deck running around like a Reanimator style. But I just totally got wrecked by it. That's super funny. That made my morning. Made my morning. I'm glad to see silly stuff like this. And Spirit Dragon. Okay, well, that's a thing. I guess he can use this to dig up other dragons and stuff. Yeah. Because he can go search up a card named Ugin. He can go dig up the Planeswalker card if he needs it. Seems a little bit thing. So, throwing away some older cards here. He has they're still playable, he just has old versions of them, which is really cool. Which is very cool. I say this, but even though it's something that I would generally not do. So, we Pyromancer... reveal another Delver's secrets. Yes, all of our threats, no action. So, sure. Delver's Secrets number 2. Yay, at least we got threats on the board. Attack all. Yep. Ship it to our opponent. Okay, keep waiting. If we draw another land, we can play Young Pyromancer. If we reveal off the top of our deck a instant or sorcery, we're going to have 6 flying damage a turn, which is relevant. Very relevant, if you ask me. So, let's see how we come back from this. Again, he could just probably push or path or whatever. There's a lot of he should have lots of ways of removing these guys. There tend to be a little bit of a lightning bolt or lightning rod, so people just kind of immediately like, oh, that needs to go away. Boop, gone. In this case, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't have anything. Maybe he's digging for it. So, because he has a lot of his stuff, throw stuff in, like, ooh, that's a dragon, that's scary. So what is this guy doing? Deals how much to the player, deals how much damage to each creature that player controls. We need one of these guys to flip, and then we have to hold it up just to block this guy. Okay, what do we reveal? Okay, and it is, please be, it is, yes. Okay, reveal, yes. Okay, It is Zero Visions. Yes, we're going to reveal it as well. Which actually is really good for us, by the way. I think we go... Do we go to combat? Or no? My big fear is that he's going to have this guy swinging at us. So I think we can only swing with one of these guys. So let's go to combat. We'll swing with one of them just because we just can't risk swinging with both. We need to be able to block stupid Banefire face. So swing for 3. Go to second main phase, place your visions, see what we get. Fingers crossed it's a land. Land would be really cool. We draw Opt. I think you go on the bottom of the library, and you go on top of the library. And then we can play the young Pyromancer next turn. Top of the library. And that's it for us. Let's go to our opponent's turn. See if they actually do have another Goryo's Vengeance. Or at this point, they could have, like... they have a bunch of other ones. There's a lot of other options they can do for reanimating. Goryo's Vengeance just happens to be the fastest and easiest. Even though this guy is not legendary, so he can't actually even use Goryo's Vengeance on it. He's going to have to use words in which I'm forgetting at the moment. He's going to play a legit dragon. Legitimate dragon. Well, that's less than fun for us. I kind of wish that I would have attacked with both guys now. Well, we're at a standpoint. Stand still, not a standpoint. Not sure what a standpoint is. And we run out the young Pyromancer because she's going to at least allow us to go wide, which will allow us to get around Dragon Lord Ojutai. And now we're kind of just hang out. Yep, we'll see what happens. We have stuff we can draw into. I mean, we're not out of the game yet. The thing is, if he pulls another, like, Reanimator and pulls something big and scary, like, we have to be holding up stuff for this guy now. We can't, like, not. We have to keep it. Just make it like this. We hold up stuff for this guy and, like, look up, top corner. You guys are like, you get the idea. What do we got? Opponent, black-red. The big thing is, I mean, at this point he has 3 good targets to remove. So if he does have removal in his deck, he has multiple targets. I think Young Pyromancer is probably going to be the better target for him right now. Largely because this gets out of control. Especially with stuff like Opt, where we can hopefully Opt and then draw into another 1-drop spell. Or we draw into a land, and then down the road we can play Faithless Looting. You get the cycle. You get the thing. Just get a whole bunch of elemental creature tokens. Populating the board. Swing wide. Mind you, swinging wide for 12 is not... It's not the easiest. Opponent's thinking hard. What would he like to do? Yes, and the nice thing about Ojutai, by the way, so it dodges most of our stuff, but if it attacks in, it loses hexproof. So he's going to Faithless Looting this time with flashback. So yeah, so Dragon Lord Ojutai has hexproof as long as it is untapped. So that's a very important thing to note. So as soon as it untaps, pew, 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 we're good to shoot at it. That's my laser sounds. You guys understand. It's morning time. It's what I do. I make laser sounds. My wife hates it. Fiance, really. But you know what I mean. What is our guy? So he's going to try Goryo Vengeance, back Dragon Lord Atarka. Yep. So that's the card he needed. That is the card he needed. So this is a pretty fun and interesting Reanimator deck. Yeah, I guess I've never seen one like this before, but it seems like it works. So there goes my board, and this is me scooping it up. Go to game 2. Yes. So yeah, remember that time I was like, how do I come back from that? This is one of those days. Okay, sideboarding. What do we have? For starters, we have Tormod's Crypt. Yes, you come in. Second of all, we need to get in some negates. Yes, please. So negates come in. Anger of the Gods doesn't really help us out. Roast. Technically, Roast does. Actually, Roast doesn't really help us out because there's no real good targets. I mean, Dragon Lord Ojutai would be a nice target, but yeah, there's no real good targets. Same with the Abrade. Not Adrade. I just realized I've been calling it adrade, as in like my dyslexia was telling me that this B is a D. That's really fun. I hope you guys don't mind too much. Yeah. So pulling out both the roast and both of the abrades. I don't really need them per se. We need a way of countering his Reanimator spells, not his other stuff. Logic Knot, he is very good in this matchup. Condescend, I think, is actually probably too weak to run. And Electrolyze. Do I take out Electrolyze? It draws us cards, which is the one reason to run it. I think we just run it down 1. Because it's going to basically 2 damage to our opponent's face. Draw a card. Is kind of what Electrolyze is doing for 3 mana. It's pretty weak. Pretty weak indeed. So we're going to be on the play. Oh, yeah, we're on the play. So we would like to play first, for sure. Which means we should theoretically have a better chance this time round. I think we keep this. We're off by a mana. So we're going to have to play the control game. Is what's happening here. So Fumarole, you come out. Ship it to our bonus turn. We are not going to play Thing in the Ice turn 2. By the way, Thing in the Ice, amazing card. Not going to play it turn 2. Because I am more scared. Okay, so he's not going to. Maybe we'll play Thing in the Ice turn 2. Because him pitching stuff and reanimating stuff on the same turn, it doesn't happen. So Thing in the Ice might come down. We'll find out. Or Young Pyromancer also could come out. What would I rather? I would rather Thing in the Ice, to be quite honest. I would much rather Thing in the Ice. Ship it. And then, yes, we're going to have to keep up Mana Leak. Starting like next turn, it's going to be keeping up Mana Leak. Theoretically, I could have kept up Mana Leak as well, so if he did play... Ooh, interesting. I was going to say I could have kept up Mana Leak in case he would have played something to put stuff in his graveyard, then I could have countered it. But we didn't do that. Okay. Hey, there's Negate. That's another card we'd want. So, at this point, we have to start leaving stuff up. Specifically counter spells, which we have 2 of them now, which is really nice. So, I guess we do that, and I think we're just going to Lightning Bolt on our opponent's end step. That's kind of what it's going to be. Ideally, I'd love to play the Pyromancer, but again, we have to keep up the counter spells. We can't let him try and fire off something to like fill his graveyard or something to actually put on the table. So basically anything he plays at this point we're going to be aiming to counter. Especially if he's going to be paying 4 mana for it. Especially. Yeah, how about a Mana Leak that? I heard you like Mana Leaked, bro. Yeah. Mana Leaked! Yes. No to your creature. Mind you, it does go into the graveyard, which means he can theoretically reanimate it. Which is fun for him. Not so fun for us. And I guess we're just Lightning Bolt our opponent's face. It's not going to go anywhere else. Lightning Bolt is the place to be. And it takes another counter off of Thing in the Ice, which we might be able to flip. Depending on what we draw, we might be able to flip it next turn. If we draw into a Delver, which is not really what we want. I don't really want to play Serum Visions because I do want to counter, again, whatever he plays. So... we need another island is what we need. We need another blue source of mana. In a perfect world, we'd have a stronger mana base, which means we would already have blue mana, which means I could have already played Serum Visions and hopefully fixed what I needed. But I think we hold up Negate. Sad day for me. We kind of have to, right? We can't have him trying to reanimate this guy, which he has the mana for, technically. He has mana for a variety of different reanimation spells. What does our opponent want to play? Depending on what we draw next turn, we might just have to go for it. If he plays something, we negate it, we have to go Serum Visions and start pushing out things next turn. Looks like our opponent decides not to play anything. Opponent's going to hold up as well. Vapor Snag. So this is a really hard one. So the control player in me, which is super small and almost irrelevant when it comes to actually playing Magic the Gathering, says we should not do anything, hold up Negate, wait for the moment. the aggro player in me, which tends to be a little bit more prevalent, says run out Serum Visions, run out Young Pyromancer. Maybe not run out Young Pyromancer. Run out Serum Visions. Hopefully draw into anything that can be passed on red. Make Thing in the Ice into a creature. I think we ship to our opponent's turn. I'm going to go with control play this time. Again, we have Negate. We have a way of stopping him from reanimating stuff or dumping stuff into his graveyard. So let's try that. Because if he does manage to reanimate this, he kills Thing in the Ice. And we don't have a way of guaranteeing we're going to flip Thing in the Ice. Oh, he's going to play a dragon. Maybe not. We'll see. I mean, the longer we go as well against the deck we're playing against, the worse off we're theoretically going to get. Or be. Yeah, remember that time I didn't do something? Right now is that time. Okay, well, we kind of need to not. We need to play stuff. On the upside, though, we're going to bounce Dragonlord Ajutai to his hand. So, cast Tormod Script for free. Removing the Ice Counter. Oh no, it's instant sorcery. Ah, sad day for me. Serum Vision. Removing counter off of this guy. Please draw into a red spell. Please draw into a red spell. I would love a red spell. Mountain's not really what I want. Both of these cards are very relevant, though. Well, I kind of want to keep both of these. I kind of want to keep both of them. At the same time, I kind of don't want to keep both of them because I do want to draw into more blue mana, which would be really fun right now. So I think what we do, we put Negate on the bottom. We put Tormod's Crypt on top of the library so we can fire this one off willy-nilly and feel okay about it. And then we run it to our opponent's turn, and we're going to hopefully fire off either Vapor Snag or Negate next turn. If I was actually... maybe I misplayed that. Maybe I should have thrown both on the bottom in hopes to draw into any other. Or if he's going to swing in with Jutai, we could, in theory, Vapor Snag it. Which is an option. We'll see. We will see. So what is it? What is this thing, by the way? When it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So he's basically trying to fix his hand at this point. Fix his hand, trying to draw into cards that are more relevant. The nice thing is now that it doesn't have hexproof, we can actually just bounce it to his hand, which I'm okay with. Okay, so Vapor Snag this guy away. Goodbye, I guess. I'm okay with this. You're okay with this. Everyone's okay with it. And now we get Awoken Horror. And let's go to combat and swing for 7. Seems like fun. Seems like fun to me. And then I think we just run out of Young Pyromancer on our second main phase. And we wait. We wait. Alright. Young Pyromancer. Hopefully he doesn't have a reanimation spell. If he does, Young Pyromancer goes away, but this guy still survives, which is super fun. He may also have some sort of removal. Deal damage to each creature. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi... okay. Okay, hold on. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi creature with convert mana cost 7 or greater, you may exile this. If you do, have it deal 5 damage to each creature. So, if he manages to play an Eldrazi creature with... No. So he just killed off Young Pyromancer. Which, right now, Thing in the Ice seems to be like the bigger threat, but he may have a way of removing it. Or he's just going to play a Jutai again. What are the two? No, what is this? Enter the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature does not untap so as long as you control this guy. That's fun. And if I target this guy, it costs 2 more. That's a fun card. Why didn't you see the license this play? I guess it's because it's 5 mana. So it's like not the easiest to play. So let's see what we draw into. Okay. Remember that time we put all of our like good stuff away? Yeah, that's right now. Okay, so running out the Young Pyromancer, throwing out the Delver of Secrets. Just get threats onto the board at this point. And then ship it to our opponent's turn. Yes. And I feel like he's going to cast something really big. So he's playing a Dragon Reanimator deck, which deep down inside makes me really happy. But on the surface, it makes me really frustrated. I'm excited to play against a deck that you don't really see. I'm like, how do I deal with this? What is coming in? What do I expect? At this point, I expect nothing. Okay. Delver of Secrets. You are revealing something amazing. Lightning Bolt. Seems pretty amazing to me. Okay. So, I think we bolt this guy. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Bolt this guy. Have to pay 2 extra mana. Which is fine. Bolting it. Yes. Yes. Goodbye. This guy will untap now. That's nice. I'm tempted to also blow his graveyard away right now. Do I blow his graveyard away? I think we do because I'm a little bit concerned about Kozilek's return. Because he can exile it out of the graveyard. You may cast an Eldrazi creature with Convert Mana 7. You may exile it. So it's going to be a free 5 damage to each creature spell. So let's get rid of your graveyard. Goodbye. And then we'll play the second Tormod script. Exile all cards from target player's graveyard. I'm just going to cast this guy and then ship it to our opponent's turn. Go. Your turn. You do your thing. You do your thing. Let's see if we can come back from this. I think we're slowly making headway. Slowly. Next turn we're going to swing with everything, which should put us on lethal. Should. Technically. I guess he can block here, loses his guy. Takes 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, not lethal. We'll see. Unfortunately, the play we just did, it does allow this guy to be untapped, but it also doesn't mean we have negate up anymore. Which is less fun for us. Less fun for us, for sure. And he has, like, all the mana in the world. He has so much mana right now. Amazingly amount of mana. So, yeah. And he has the ability to search his library for a dragon permanent card, put it into his graveyard. If you do, this guy becomes a copy of that. So, that's annoying. Remember that time he had yet another one of these. Again, leaving up negate would have been awesome, but it's not a thing that happened. Okay. And he decides to swing in. Okay, well, I guess if you feel that is the appropriate form of action. Oh, he's going to search up a dragon. What is he going to search up? Oh, he's going to search up probably Nicobolus. Nicobolus is going to go to the graveyard right now, ain't it? Because then he forces me to discard my hand. Yes. Search your library, or search your graveyard. Search your library and put a card into your graveyard. So did he pay for it twice? Okay, so he's making him a Molten Steel Dragon, giving it +1/+1. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill us, though. Or is he trying to kill himself? I just don't see how he does the damage. Does he wind himself into 0? So it's what, 6, 7, 8. Does he have a way? So he paid for it twice, I believe. The thing is, when he pays for it twice, does it keep the stats or does it keep the pluses? I don't know. I legitimately do not know. Because if it does, he gave it +4. So we will see if he has a dragon with toughness or power 11, which I don't think he does. Last time I checked, there was no dragons with power 11. I could be wrong though. So it does keep the pluses. That's cool. So it comes in as a 6/4 plus the bunch of extra ones, and it gains double strike. So it does 20. I was wrong. Well, I just totally had my ass kicked by a Dragon Reanimator deck. Most cool thing I've seen in a very long time. I will give it that. Amazing deck, my good sir. Amazing decks. Oh, he didn't attack. Sad face. Oh boy, opponent misplayed. Misclick. The opponent says he's still learning the combo. Then we will keep playing. Okay. Opponent misclicks. This feels like something I would do. That like literally feels like literally something I would do. So let's just swing into our opponent's face and then go to game 3 and see if I can take the luck card. I'm okay with taking the luck card. I will take my opponent messed up card, because there's been games where I have completely lost just because I misclicked something. So I will take that. I'll take that as a extremely good. I was a very good at playing victory. What do I take out? So we know he has other creatures and stuff. So roast might actually be a pretty good idea. Roast is a pretty solid idea. As much as I want to throw in Dispel, I don't think there's enough instance sorcery in his deck to make it worth our while. Dragonclaw, you're too little. Electrolyze is just too little in general. Logic Knot is good. Izzet Charm. I kind of want to take Izzet Charm out. And we're putting in the roasts because they kill most of his dragons. So I guess Izzet Charm comes out. Submit. Run her back like that. Okay. Feel bad for our opponent. I feel bad even though I have done exactly what he just did. A lot. This is a super bad opening hand. But is it so bad we don't keep it? I think we keep it because we can Serum Visions hopefully into better land for next turn. And we're on a draw. So I think we can keep it. It's weird. Keeping a one-lander hand in this deck is like not unreasonable. You could totally do it. Especially when you have 2 draw cards in hand. So we do this. We keep the one-lander. We do need, by the way, a second land. So I think we're going to go Serum Visions. Or we just draw a second land. I think we go Serum Visions anyways, because we can hold up Opt next turn on our opponent's turn. Hey, look at that. All of the things we could ever want. And plus we drew this. I kind of want to put you on the bottom of the library. Kind of want to put you on the top of the library, because I would like to have more double-colored land. Ship it. So yeah, so what we're doing, we're playing Serum Visions first rather than Opt first, because Opt is an instant, which means we can play it on our opponent's turn, which means next turn we can actually hold up negate and counter stuff. I would have loved to counter this, by the way. Not happening, but I would have loved to counter it. So if he doesn't play anything that's counterable, we would then play Opt on his end of his next turn. So nothing from our opponent. Basically just plays Faithless Looting, and he throws Unburial Rites into the graveyard. Okay. I am okay with this. I think we play out the Shivening Reef. Okay. Run into our opponent's turn, doing our plan. Again, holding up negate if he decides he doesn't have anything in his graveyard to reanimate. But if he does get something, we have an answer for it. Let me go like this in case I'm covering lands here. Sometimes I shuffle too far this way, and I'm like covering the island. Okay. He's casting with Flashback. Do I counter it? I think I do. Because I hate to tell you, Faithless Looting is definitely one of the many ways in which our opponent gets stuff into his graveyard. So let's just make it so he doesn't do that. Let's just slow him down by a turn. And in the meantime, we get drawn to more relevant stuff. I think what we do at this point, run out the mountain, run out the Pyromancer, run out play opt on his next step. So we go like this, because I don't really want to pay life. And then it's going to be opt on his end step. So we can also hold up as though we have Dispel or something like this. We are playing blue. We do have a sideboard. Dispel is a card. And I would not have played Dispel, or would not have played Dispel on Faithless Looting because it's a sorcery. There's yet another Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting. We're going to have to play this guy on his end step, or somewhere boats there. And this might be the point where we discard our hand. Yep. Can you smell my frustration? It smells like pain. Mostly. I just, we don't have enough, I just don't have enough stuff I don't have enough control in my deck. You can go, I guess, on top. Sort of. I mean, this is literally like a turn too late. So you can go on the bottom. Serum Visions, also a turn too late. And this is where we discard our hand. I'll just ship it to our opponent's turn. Yes. Dragon Reanimator. Definitely haven't seen this. I may have to look into this deck and try and build it because it just seems really awesome. Like, awesome in the most awesome way possible. Maybe we'll do an upgraded version of the Dragon deck, and this is what we'll do with it. Hey, look at this. A land which I guess we can play. Go to combat, swing with our guys. Attack with all creatures. Look at this, 3 damage. We're not winning, but we're getting there. We'll see. Our opponent needs more action is what they need. So if our opponent doesn't have, I mean, it's 4 cards. 4 cards can give you lots of action, especially when you just got rid of all of the cards in our deck, or in our hand. It's a lot more easy for our opponent to get there. Prism. I guess when he's playing a 5-color deck, Prism is a fantastic card. Oh, opponent doesn't draw into anything. Delver of Secrets. So go, I mean, we really needed another instant source. Well, actually Delver's pretty good. Attack with all creatures. Go to second main phase. Blockers, second main. Delver of Secrets. Ship it to our opponent's turn. Right now it would have been really awesome if we would actually had a Faithless Looting ourselves in our graveyard. But we don't. Please don't have the Kozilek's whatever damaging one where it does damage to everything. That one. I really didn't want you to play that. Yep. Kozilek's turn. Wrecking faces. Taking names. Mountain. Absolutely not what we need to draw, but I will play it like a champ. Well, we're tied 13-13. Our opponent has more cards in hand. Has technically nothing of relevance in his graveyard, so which is good for us. But it does have now Dragon Lord of Jutai into play, which means he is likely going to win this game simply based on swinging for 5 in 3 turns. So, yes, the Lightning Bolt, I guess. Lightning Bolt's not what I need. Not at all what I need. This could have been a roast. That would have been awesome. If it was roast, I could have just blown up Dragon Lord of Jutai. So now he gets to dig 4 cards. And I think we're just going to bolt our opponent's face. Do I bolt my opponent's face? I don't think I bolt my opponent's face at this point. Because I think holding it up, because we don't have anything that's going to cost this much mana. That being said, I can always make Fumarole a thing and swing for 4. What does he play? He plays one of those guys. Let's bolt our opponent's face then. Sure, why not? Let's just go for it. And I think we're going to do Wandering Fumarole, swinging for 4. Thing in the ice, I think you're going to be too slow. So I think it's just going to be bam, 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 bada bam, bada bam, bada bam. Ba-bam. Make this guy into a creature. Go to combat. Remember, kids, do this before combat. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. And so Cancel. You're already a creature. Switch. 4 damage to our opponent's face. Technically making our clock slower still. I was like, making our clock faster. No, we're literally... Well, if we draw into another lightning bolt, which is kind of unlikely, we win. If not, he wins. So it's literally at this point, one way or the other. Actually, no, even if we draw into a lightning bolt, we still lose. We need to draw into a roast, which we have 1 in the graveyard. We need a second roast. We have 2 in the deck. If we draw to a roast, so at this point, we have a 1 in 43 chance to draw the card we need. Assuming he doesn't just play something that kills us right away. Well, that doesn't help us. It's a mountain. Good game. GG. GG, opponent. GG. Thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for watching. My name's Adrian. This is GiantMonsterGames. We've been playing Izzet Pyromancer against a crazy 5-color Dragon Reanimator deck. I'm kind of in love with my opponent's deck right now. It's the way the game goes. Until next time, though, don't forget to game like a giant monster. Thanks for watching the videos here on GiantMonsterGames. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader GiantMonsterGames community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.